It's your girl Brown, and I am back with another video. So you see I am sitting down, so you know it's story time. And so I wanted to come and talk to you about my vacation, give you some tips, tricks, and all the good things that you might want to know before you go on a cruise. If you've never been on a cruise before, this is my first one. No, I'm not an expert, but I do have a few tips, tricks, and all the good things to share. And then also story time and all the shenanigans that went on on this trip. So had a good trip, but I want you to know like all the deeds, because a lot of people like, girl, you ain't really sharing, you ain't really told us much. I had to take it all in. I had to take it all in, and now I am ready to share. So if you're down for a little story time, then grab your favorite beverage, sit down, and let's chit chat about my vacation. You ready? Let's talk, girl. All right, y'all. So let's get comfy. Got my favorite beverage, and I'm ready. So nice and comfy. All right, y'all. So I went on vacation. You know how I had been getting ready for vacation, doing all the things. I started shopping and getting all my budget, remember my budget friendly outfits together, all the good things. So I did all of that before vacation. Everything I did was on point. I felt like all the research that I did before I went on this cruise, and TikTok was my best friend when it came to going on this cruise. I had never been on a cruise before, and so I was like, okay, what do I need to expect? Yes, we had a guide person with us by the name of Miss Gwen. Auntie Gwen had us together, but I'm that girl. I want to know what I need to be doing, how I need to be doing it, how much I need, all the things. So I'm going to give you all the tips that I took, and then the things that worked for me and the things that didn't work. So first things first, we shipped out of New Orleans. So I took a train ride to New Orleans. I had never been on a train either, so I'm doing two new things that I've never done before. Never rode a train, and I had never been on a cruise ship. So we planned for this. I got in on this trip at the tail end of it. The ladies had already started paying on their trip and everything, so I was invited, and I was like, I don't think I'll be able to go because it was so close to school starting for my daughter. And so I was like, I don't think I'm gonna really be able to go on this trip. But then I got to thinking about it. I wanted to reward myself for the year. It was a birthday gift from me to me. And so I really wanted to do it. So got on the train, and I'm gonna put a lot of clips within this video, so you'll see clips. I'm trying to give a good story time to you about everything. So got on the train, really fun train ride. You know, the girls, we had our drinks, we had snacks and sandwiches. We just kind of chilled, you know, on the train. Just listened to some music, and it was really cool chilling. I had the whole road to myself, so I was able to keep my legs up. It was really cool. So we rode to New Orleans. A good tip, this is a tip for you. If you're going on a cruise, always go a day ahead before your cruise. So like us, say our cruise was on a Saturday, we went on Friday. So we left out Friday morning. We got to New Orleans about 2 something. We had the rest of the day. We had a nice hotel planned out. We did just a New Orleans thing, you know. So we was able to enjoy New Orleans the day before. But the reason I say go one day before, you just never know what might happen. So you give yourself time and space to really plan. So like, for example, my aunt, so it was at least 12 to 14 women that went on this trip. So my aunt came in from Texas to New Orleans, and her luggage was lost. So there was an uproar, there was a panic, but she got there on Friday. So that gave us enough time to go out to Ross and H&M and just different stores and grab her some items, and then we had a lot of things in our luggage that we could share, brand new stuff that we can share, but it gave us enough time to go out and get her some things on Friday and the earlier part of Saturday before we had to get on the cruise at 12. So it gave us some time to make some things happen for my aunt that had her luggage lost at the airport. So I always say, you just never know with travel. A flight might be canceled, or you just never know what might happen. Give yourself a day before your cruise is to sail off. Get there a day before. That's a tip, okay? Okay, so that's your first tip for me. Make sure you do that. So we got to New Orleans. We having a good time. We went to Popeyes, y'all. Popeyes chicken. I don't know if you guys eat Popeyes, but let me tell you, in New Orleans, the Popeyes hits different. It hits different. Like when I say the food was so on point, it was just seasoned, the meat. Y'all, the Popeyes was the bomb. So we did that. We walked around, did a little shopping in New Orleans. And so that was, that was a really good time to be there. Then we did some girl time and all that. So let's fast forward. Now we're going to Saturday. Few things for you, and this is for some of the people, because I did get a few people on my Instagram ask me if I needed a passport to go on a cruise. Now you can use your passport, or you can use your birth certificate. If you don't have a passport, get your birth certificate from wherever you was born. Just make sure you have your birth certificate, not the one that mama got up under her bed, under her mattress that she been holding out and making sure she got for you. No, go and get one from your health department or wherever you get birth certificates in your city, your state. So get your birth certificate. It was $15 for me to have my birth certificate, and I can go because my passport is expired. I need a passport. I hadn't had one in so long. So yes, so get your birth certificate for the cruise. Then the next thing, this is a tip. A lot of people ask, like, how much money do I really, really need for a cruise? Now, let me tell you this. It's up to how you spend. But when you're on cruises, you're not shopping like you would if you were going to like LA or New York or something like that. A big city, like if you were going and getting clothes and shoes and fashion and all. No, it's not that, okay? So me personally, I was like, okay, how much do I really, really, really need in my pocket to make sure I'm straight? Well, I got to thinking, the food is already paid for. I did get the Cheers package. The Cheers package, if I were you and you like a cocktail here and there, I would get the Cheers packet because it's not just alcoholic beverages, okay? Don't think that, oh my God, I don't drink that much, I don't need the Cheers. Oh, if you like a cocktail here and there, you need the Cheers packet. So, like I said, if you like a cocktail here and there, wine or whatnot, get the Cheers packet. I got that, and I was able to get my specialty coffees. If you need a Sprite, if your stomach is not sitting right, that comes with it. So I was able to get Sprites and ginger ales and just different things like that with my packet. And I didn't have to worry about asking someone else for their Cheers packet, because some people do that. They either sneak their drinks on, or they get the Cheers packet, or you just around here buying drinks, and it can get very expensive. So I say go ahead and budget that into your vacation. So what else? Tips before we get started. Also, this is a huge tip for cruising, okay? And then we'll get into more of the story time. But this is something that I think you should have before you even get started going. And listen to me clearly. Get you some airborne vitamins, okay? When I tell you this here saved my immune system, it saved my immune system. So I started taking it before I got onto the cruise. This and the motion sickness. We'll talk about that too. But those are the two things. If you don't take anything else from this video, get you the airborne vitamins and get you the motion sickness pills. Get them. Even if you feel like, oh, the last time I was on a cruise, I didn't get sick. Get them, because some people that never got sick on this cruise, okay? This here saved my immune system. I was in a room with my cousin and her good friend, Mel, which is my good friend now. We were in the room together, and me and Mel stayed on top of these, and my cousin was just doing the vitamin C, and she got a little sick. So I'm telling you, allergies, because you're in the different atmosphere, you know, all this different stuff, you know, you got people around you. It's just fill up on these, okay? And your motion, because let me tell you, let's get into it. So I was doing so good. I was doing so good, y'all. I was doing so good. The boat got to moving. I'm like, but I don't really need to take the motion sickness pill. I feel great. I feel fine. You know, I have the medicine, but I feel great. I'm like, what are they talking about? I just, yeah. Later on that night, my stomach got to feeling every move that the boat was moving and doing. I felt everything in my stomach. I'm like, oh my God. So they have like a club lounge type of deal on the boat. We went to that. The music is good. We're having a good time, but I can't get settled because I can feel the motion of the boat. Baby, I got to that room so fast and took that motion medicine. It took me 2 days to really get to feeling back myself. Now, I didn't feel sick to where I needed to vomit or anything. I just felt off balance. I just felt weird. My stomach felt weird. And so I say, start taking that before you even get on the boat, like you start taking your airborne medicine, your vitamins. Take that too, because honey, your girl's stomach was doing some things, and I'm like, oh my God. So let's get into it. So we go on this cruise. Like I told you, my auntie, first things first. No, before we get on the cruise. Oh my God, girl. New Orleans is a place where if you like to people watch, that's a place to people watch. So we're hanging out in New Orleans. I'm seeing a lot of different people. I love to see the culture. That's my favorite thing. But honey, me and my cousin and Mel go out to just get some fresh air, drink our coffee or whatnot that morning. Tell me why this lady walks up on us. Are y'all ready for this? This lady walks up, and I'm like, what does she have on? This is the first thing I'm saying. Like, what does she have on? Honey, she had on a trash bag, white trash bag around her like a mini skirt, a white top. She's just walking and walking and walking. Like, what is she? Honey, she got closer and closer, and she put on a whole show for us. I got the video. I don't think I should be able to put that on YouTube, so I'm not. But let me paint the picture for you, okay? The lady started twerking and jerking, licking her tongue out, grinding. She pulled up that plastic skirt, honey. Mama didn't have a thing on under that plastic skirt, okay? Y'all, the sight, you don't even want to see it. I was like, oh my God. Mama jerking and twerking and licking and doing all the things. The security finally comes out of the hotel. And we were at a really nice hotel, okay? Really nice hotel. She doing all, the man was trying to tell her to leave. Girl, she snatched this lady's purse that was sitting on it was a little sitting area outside of the hotel. She snatched her purse. The lady snatched her purse back. She was like, ma'am, that's my purse. She said, give me your money. Give me some money. Like, y'all, the show was a show outside of the hotel. She done bent. Oh, so the lady gets up. The lady grabs her purse back. She gets up and walk away. The girl then bent over and started twerking, giving us a show. Then she said, oh, she told me, my cousin, the mayor, oh, all three of y'all bees got y'all hair done, huh? Y'all think y'all something, huh? Y'all, when I tell you, I was like, as soon as this lady walk away, I am getting up and I am going back in this hotel. And I ain't coming out until it's time for me to get on my cruise. Because this is too much, okay? This is too much. I did not pay for a show like that, okay? Oh, my God. Girl, New Orleans, baby. Y'all was giving a show. Y'all was giving a show. The men was like, yo, oh, my God. Like, everybody just couldn't believe it. But the lady gave us a whole show before we got on the cruise. Okay, so let's get back into the cruise. Let's get back into talking about all the things on the cruise. But I had to tell y'all about that because New Orleans, I wasn't ready for it. Okay, so the day we get on a cruise on Saturday. All right, so we get in, go onto the cruise. First things first, we are ready to eat, okay? So get on, we go straight to the Guys Burgers, okay? We had been hearing about Guys Burgers. I've been hearing it all over TikTok. The girls that's been on the cruise talked about it and I had to get to it. Y'all, them burgers was so good. And like I said, all the food, you have to watch yourself because all the food is pretty much, you've already paid for it. I ain't gonna say it's free, but you already paid for it. So you go up, you tell them which burger you want, baby. Your girl got the double cheese, bacon cheeseburger. Oh my goodness, so good. I'm gonna put clips in here so that y'all can see the burger. When I say so good, woo, I think I ate that burger every day on that boat besides one day. It was just that good. So we had the burgers, then we had to wait on our room. So we were like the first people to get onto the boat. So, you know, I was very scared because I heard about, you know, you could sneak your little stuff in on the boat. So I was like, oh my God. It was a man that was like right behind us and he was like sweating bullets. I'm like, what is he sweating for? Girl, I look over now. Not that I had anything. I didn't have anything. But the man behind, like he was just like sweating bullets. I'm like, what's going on? Girl, they had dogs out sniffing through your stuff. So like, say you go on, you take your stuff through the little metal detector thing and you go through or whatnot. It was an easy process, but I guess the man that was behind us, he was not with our group. It was an all ladies group with us. He was sweating bullets. I'm like, what is going on? He must have had something. But he got through. He got through. Well, whatever he had in his bag, he did not get stopped. But the brother was sweating. And so when we got onto the boat, he was like, woo, man, that just scared the mess out of me. So let your mind go to what you think he had with him. He got through with whatever it was, okay? But I am not playing with the legal stuff. I'm not playing. I don't play with it. Y'all can have it. But yeah, so that was the first thing. What else? So we get on They got the music going. We on the ninth floor. We got the music going. We having a good time, y'all. Eating and just getting the party started. Someone put clips up about with us getting the party started. Baby, we was having a good time. Check us out. Had our shirts on. We got Dazzling Divas, Gone Wild. Baby, those shirts were too cute. Everyone was like, oh my God, we love that turquoise. We love the turquoise. At first, I wasn't going to be a fan of it, but the turquoise was a hit, I must say. The turquoise shirts were a hit. All right, so that's the first part. So let me tell you about wardrobe. So I'm going to put clips here so you can go ahead and see my outfits. Most of the outfits that I wore, I'm going to put a few clips, let y'all see the outfits, and then I'll be right back.
Nightmares turn into a dream. If you're so toxic to me, put on my feet. Cause I thought it was over. Got me thinking my feelings over. You can do it.
Now I'm feeling so fly like a G6.
Right, left, right. Two more times. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Fofos, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. Catch me line switching with the paint dripping.
See the clips? All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. I did not get a chance to wear half of the things I brought. Okay? Half of it. Do not tip, I don't know what number we on, tip 3. Do not overpack for your cruise. I was listening to my cousin. You need 2 to 3 outfits a day. Girl, I did not wear half of the things I packed in that suitcase. So I got a lot of stuff I brought back that I'm going to have to go ahead and start wearing now, honey. Hence, I got on this pink dress that I got. Remember this dress? Couldn't wear it on a cruise, so I got to wear it. So that's the tip. Don't overpack, okay? Wear your swimsuits. That's the most important thing. I did little skirts and little leg out stuff. You know, I just did those little looks. But honey, didn't barely wear half of the stuff. So let's go to the room. I'm going to show you how the room looked when we first went in. Okay. So this is the room when we first went in. Now, the guy was like, I went in and it was a whole king size bed, I guess it was. I'm like, it's 3 of us. This is not what we supposed to have. So the guy was like, oh, well, you put a king size bed on the thing. Must did. When I tell you, trying to get everything squared away to get on this boat, do that in advance, okay? Another tip number 4, if I'm counting. Plan all your stuff ahead. So like registering, go ahead and get checked in and all that. Do that stuff ahead. Have your stuff done. It takes a minute. It took me a minute to do all 3 of our stuff. So you got to have your credit cards and everything on file. So I'll talk about that too. That's another tip that I'll get to. But this is the room. And then I'm going to show you how the room looked after he fixed it. All right. Okay. So that's the same bedroom. They just split the beds apart. So we had the 2 beds, and then it was like bunk bed type of style. So they pulled the bed from the ceiling. And so my bed was up. So I'm the youngest in the room, child. You girl, the youngest but the thickest probably. I'm up at the top. So we pulled the top down. I did have to ask for a little extra cushion just to make the bed a little softer. But it was a good sleep. Good. I can't complain on that. But what we did do, if you're in a room of 3, go ahead and tell them to put the bed the other bunk bed down as well. They don't have to make their bed up or anything. Just tell them to pull that down. We use that area as our storage for our little bags, our carry-on bags, and our outfits that we were going to wear for the next day. We use that bed for that. So to give you space, because these are small rooms, do not think you're finna be in a room like your bedroom. You know, these are small rooms. So be prepared for that. It worked with all three of us in there. We just did what we had to do. We all grown. We know, you know, you use the restroom, you spray, you know, we all in the room together. So we know what to do. We're all grown women. But the most important thing was pulling that other bed down. That was so helpful to do. So if you don't take nothing else, pull that bed down if it's three of y'all in there, okay? So y'all can have some space to put y'all bags. Okay, so we talked about the room. We talked about the outfits. We talked about your birth certificates and the meds that you need to make sure you have with you. Also, another must-have, and this, I'm doing this in story time so that y'all can kind of feel and remember the things that you'll need. You know those plugins. I'm going to get a picture and plug it here. But these plugs is so that you and other people can plug like your phones and, you know, your chargers and all that up. You need this little device. You cannot just have a regular extension cord. That's a no-no for the ship. But this plug that has like 3 sockets or more, you can have that. Excuse me, and it works. Like all three of us were able to plug our phones up because it's not a lot of plugs in the room. So keep that in mind to grab one of those. Keep one of those on you. That was one of the best little things for the room. So make sure if you're sharing a room with other people other than like your spouse, that you have like your air fresheners and things like that, just to keep the room fresh and smelling good and all the good things. So that's another tip. All right, so we are all together now. This group of women are like at all age groups, okay? I'll just say from 30 something to 70 something. You get what I'm saying? This group was a variety of ages. So what I would say, if you're going on a girls trip, be patient with each other. Do you hear me? Be patient with each other. Everybody likes to do things differently. Everybody likes to, you know, everybody has a different mindset on things. So just be patient with people, okay? That's something that I learned on this trip. You just have to be very patient when you're dealing with a larger group of women. So they have all type of stuff on this cruise, y'all, from comedy clubs. I'm going to put clips of the comedy club. We also, they had comedy club, the karaoke. Your girl got up and did a little karaoke here. Yes, I did. And I was a little hoarse, but I still did it, honey. We had to have a little fun. They have, like I told you, the little club. They have casinos. And somebody with us, I ain't gonna call no names, but kept winning money at the casino. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Mama was lucky. She had a lucky hand. She was so lucky, baby. Kept winning money. So if you like the casino stuff, have at it. I'm the type of girl, I don't like to gamble. I don't like to lose no money. I don't like to give nothing just to be giving it and don't know if I'm gonna ever get it back. I give if that's what my heart desires, but I don't want to just throw no money away. That's just me. Okay, I don't know about you, but if you like to gamble and the casino was definitely on there and it was popping. But my favorite place was the Alchemy Bar. And I'll put some pictures as I talk. It'll probably be over on the side. But the Alchemy Bar was my favorite place. It was handcrafted cocktails. And when I say I had such a great experience at Alchemy Bar, I want to give my hat off to Siri, was my bartender there. He was amazing. Okay, on the Carnival cruise, Siri was amazing. He was from the Philippines. He just, y'all, he had personality. They just like these cocktails. They really put these things, I'm talking about fresh everything. Squeeze fresh lemon, squeeze fresh oranges, and putting a little fire over the top. Like the pretty cocktails, they did it at the Alchemy. I love that bar. We had a good time, good conversations there, good drinks, fun times at the Alchemy Bar. Okay, so if you're on a cruise, Carnival, check out the Alchemy. That's my favorite little bar. And no, I'm not the hugest drinker, but I like a nice cocktail and I like it to be pretty, okay? When I got it, I wanted pretty, and it was so pretty. Very, very good drinks, okay? So check out the Alchemy Bar on the cruise. All right, so Alchemy Bar, then dinner. So every night on the boat, we went to dinner. We got dressed and we went to dinner, and it was a nice experience. We had our same waiters the whole entire trip, the same tables. We sat at the same tables, same waiters at the same time. So our dinners was every night at 6 p.m. And so we would get dressed. So that's where we'll change our outfits. So that's where the second outfit would come in. We would change our outfits and go down for dinner. It was a walk from our room, y'all. When I tell you, the girls was tired until we figured out, not a shortcut, but a quicker way to get to the restaurant. It just, girl, when I tell you, we was walking for days the first day, but we finally got it. And so we had such a good time at dinner. Dinner was always, you could choose from 4 different options. You had your entrees, you had your appetizers, and your desserts. And you can choose more than one appetizers. You can choose more than one dessert. I mean, you could choose more than one. So if you want to try, say they had steak, and then you see they had shrimp. You know, you want to try different things, you can. You just have to extra waiter for it. So that was really nice. We did that. Late night, they had pizza. The pizza spot was open and the sandwich spot was open. That was the only thing that was open late night. So you can go and get you pizza after the club or whatnot. So it was really fun just to be able to get up and walk around, not worrying about a vehicle parking and all that good stuff. You could just get up and go. That was my favorite part about the cruise, being able to get up and move around and just do things, right? So my most important, like the reason I wanted to take a cruise and do something different without doing it with my husband and daughter and all, I wanted to spend a little time with me and God. Like that was one of my most important things that I wanted to do. And so there they have like the balconies and different places where you can go and go swimming, but they had this one little quiet area that just blessed my whole soul. And I'll put some pictures and videos up, but it blessed my soul. Like you can hear the waves of the water. It was quiet, no kids were around. A little farther down was like a smoking area, but this little area, you could just lay out and just feel the water, feel the breeze, and it was so good for my soul. So I took time out, went out, drank coffee out there, and just had time with God. And so that was the most important part of the trip for me. Like I needed some me time. I needed to talk to God, and I needed to kind of see what was next for me and my business and all that good stuff. So That was like my favorite part. So if you need a little hideaway, it's on the 3rd floor, right outside the bar and the guest services. It's like right outside that door. You go out and go to your right. I think all the ships are probably made the same if it's Carnival, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you're on the, I think it was Valor Carnival, that's where I was at. It was so surreal, just time that I needed. So that was some good me time right there. So let's get back into it. So what else do I want to tell you girls about on this cruise, honey? Okay, so the girls was turned up. One of the ladies, she's a little older, like my mommy's age. Y'all, she turned the party out, okay? Mama was all over the place, jamming, twerking, throwing them legs. She had a good time, okay? She was a diva gone wild. When I tell you, we turned the boat, like it was so turned up one night. It was just so much fun. Miss Delisa turned the party out, baby. They was like, let's take this party to the club. Like, we were literally in the middle of the floor downstairs where you can kind of look over the balcony. No one was down there, y'all. Nobody. Until we came out. It was a little music playing. We came out. The DJ came up there. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. We finna turn this party out. We had a whole party in the middle of the boat area. Like, the little meeting spot in the middle. Y'all. Videos to prove it. Let me just show you.
Take it back, y'all. Get up, get up. Hey, we ain't got up, darling. That part's over. That part's over.
We turned the party out. Had a good time that night. So much fun. So what I would say, when you go on a cruise, let your hair down, have fun, do things that you normally wouldn't do. If you normally wouldn't eat ice cream at 1 o'clock in the morning, but you got a taste for ice cream, go down and eat that ice cream. Then I say enjoy yourself on your cruise. Enjoy yourself, let your hair down. That's what I did. Had a good time. Good time. Met some new people, networked, talked about my business, met some people from California that came down. I met a lady from Mississippi. I mean, the list goes on and on. I met a lot of people on a cruise just chit-chatting and talking about me and what I did. So I say go network, talk to people, meet people from all over the world. It was so much fun. All right, so let's get into a few more tips before I go. Another tip, like I told you, don't overpack. Do not overpack. At the end, me, my cousin, and Mel had to literally pull luggages off because we didn't want to check our luggages. You know, at the end when they say sit your luggage outside of your door, we'll get your luggage, da 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 da. We didn't want to do that because we wanted to catch, we didn't want to ride the train back because Mel had another trip to attend, so she needed to get a rental car. So we got a rental car and came on back. So that's why we didn't check our bags. So what I would say, check your bags, even though, like, check them bags, because you don't want to, at the end of your trip of having a good time, to be lugging all your stuff. And then on top of that, Tara and Mel bought another suitcase in New Orleans. Let me tell you, bought another suitcase because they had so much stuff. Tell them I said it. I know they're going to watch it. They had so much stuff, y'all. Oh my God. I packed and I had a lot of stuff. But my girls overpacked. Okay, they had so much stuff. Oh my God. So a whole nother suitcase had to lug. Then Mel had stuff she wanted to pick up. She got discounted drinks, liquor, blah, blah, blah. Girl, we had to get this stuff back. Okay, so just saying, let them folks check your stuff. Because baby, that was the end of the trip. I was tired. Okay, I was tired, boss. But I would say that what else I wanted to tell y'all about money wise. Okay, so this is a tip, this is a trick. Y'all ready for it? All right, tip trick. So do not put your Visa card, so like your debit card, on file. Don't do that because they're gonna be charging you different fees. It's gonna hold on your card like $150 here, $100. Do not use your debit card. You can use your credit card, that'll be fine. But if I was you, I would get cash. I'm not gonna say how much money I took with me, but I didn't take as much as I would if I was going somewhere where I'd be really, really shopping. So just for example, they just say you put $300 down, just for example. They're going to charge you for gratuity for all of the workers that work with you on the ship, right? Me personally, I don't know if you know if Siri was that good to me. Siri was one of the best waiters and bartenders I've ever worked with. I wanted to give him more. So what I did was I went down the day before we were about to get off the ship, and I asked for that money because it was like they took like $80 for gratuity for everyone, and they had to split that. So I asked for that money back because I wanted to pay them out of my pocket. Like I wanted to give them cash from me because I wanted them to know that they did a good job. And there was some people that they were good, but they weren't that good, okay? So go down, get your money, take that money back. Put cash down because you can get cash back, right? So what I did was I got the gratuity back. I also got, the only thing I spent out of all, just say if I put $300 down, the only money that I spent on their reserve money was $10. $10. So, and that was on a little necklace that I got, $10. So yes, y'all keep that, give me that 80 back and give me the remaining of my money so that I'm not doing that like the day of the trip, you know, you getting off. Because it's going to be a long line. So go ahead and do that like a day before. Get that money off and do what you got to do. So I took the money off and I paid my waiters that waited on me for dinner. I paid Alchemy Bar because that's where I was kicking it at. I paid just different people. The guy that cleaned my room, paid him as well. So, you know, things like that. I gave those people tips. So that's a tip, okay? Go ahead and get your money off. Use cash so you can get your cash back. All right, so that's a tip. A lot of people think they'll have to mail it to you, send it to you. No, if you use cash, you go down there and get your cash back. Just a tip. All right, y'all. We had so much fun, but one of the things that kind of disappointed me on the trip, let me tell you about it. So one thing that disappointed me on this trip that I had to get my thoughts together. We were not able to get off at Costa Maya. So we had two places that we were going. We were going to Costa Maya and going to Cozumel. We was not able to get off on Costa Maya due to weather. Yes, thank you for looking out for me, but I really, really wanted to check out Costa Maya. I've never been there before. I wanted to experience it, but we had to go with the weather. So they did extra things on the boat for us that night. That's the night that we turned up and turned the whole ship out. We had a good time, but I really wanted to check that out and get off the boat a little bit. We went to Costa Maya, and what I would say about getting off the boat when you are, you know, porting and doing all that, have you a bag, put your towels in there, put extra change of clothes if you're going swimming to the beach, because we went to a private beach. I'll show you clips of that. I have made it out to the beach. Woo. so we went to a private beach. We had such a good time. In Costa Maya, they have cheap stuff there. So we got t-shirts and things to give, you know, little souvenirs. That's all. It's really like souvenir type stuff. So we did that, and then we went to this beach, and it was so much fun. But stay on time, watch your time. We got on, this guy drove us around, so that was really good. He drove us, he was our chauffeur, and he stayed on top of the time, and he got us back on time to get to the ship. You do not want to be running to that ship. Go back an hour early. So we had to be back on the boat at 4. We was back at 3. So I'm telling you in advance, if you are going on a cruise, make sure that you're back from your excursions or whatever you're doing in enough time so you're not running to get on to that ship. All right, so these are all the clips I have, the story times. We had a good time. Just want to let you know, don't overpack. Take your vitamins, take your motion sickness medicine, and have a good time. I had a good cruise. I seen some people from Memphis on there. It was great to see people having a good time. I think they were doing their class reunion or something. It was really cool to see. We had a good time, but I would say meet new people, have fun. They had different times for different people. So like say if you're single, they had a single time at the Alchemy Bar. You can mix and mingle and meet people. They had times for all type of people, 40 and up, just different ages and just different, all the things they had it, you know, couple time. They did this couple stuff. I mean, they just had a lot to do on the boat. So enjoy yourself if you go on a cruise. If you have any questions and you want to know more about the cruise and see more pictures, check it out. Check me out on Instagram, Brown Sugar Doll, okay? I'll tell you more over there. You'll see more outfits, all that good stuff. I just wanted to come and chit chat with y'all, have a little story time about my cruise. It was a great 10. Do I say 10 out of 10? No, I would say 8 out of 10. But because we didn't get off their boat, and secondly, my cousin was sick afterwards. So 8 out of 10, okay? Take your vitamins, and also take your motion sickness, because like 2 days later, I started feeling back myself. So 8 out of 10 for the cruise. I will do it again, but I would definitely do it with my husband or with family. But yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you. I had a great vacation, and now I'm ready to start getting our fall looks together. So if you're ready to get our fall looks together, that's what's coming up, okay? All right, y'all. I hope you're having a great day, a great time. You enjoyed your beverage. You enjoyed me talking about my cruise, giving you a little story time and a little tips and tricks for the cruise. If you have any questions, let me know down there. And then tell a friend to tell a friend what Brown Sugar Doll is over here doing. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you won't miss a thing. And I will talk to you dolls later. Bye.